Hey, what's up everybody? So today I want to do a quick review of the second SH Monsterarts Kiryu, the Godzilla Tokyo SOS version, which is my favorite for multiple reasons, and I'll get into that throughout the review. I'm not going to go too in-depth, as if you want to see me go in-depth, you can go see the previous one, the regular Godzilla against Mechagodzilla. This one, I'm just going to be going over the basic highlights, the things I like, things I don't like, and then short comparison, overview, and then that'll be it. So let's get to it. For a full 360, is it that different from the first version? No, it has a little bit more detailing, a lot more shading, beautiful shading. That is one of my favorite parts, other than a little paint chimping I got, which I referenced in my first video, which I will show you, which not to do with this is a strong kit. The two parts I would say be careful about are the shoulders and the feet. My left foot is very, it's meh, but it's whatever, ain't the biggest deal. And then of course the tip of the tail, as with all SH Monsterarts figures, the tip of the tail, in this case on Kiryu, the last 5 digits aren't articulated. So do be careful when you're trying to articulate it, or if it drops, that it is a little prone to breaking. But for the look at the head, just like the original, it is amazingly Kiryu. I just noticed that you can see on the nose, the shading doesn't really transfer all the way, but it's fine with me. Then we got the amazing yellow eyes, red detailing, the black arrow, amazing pipes, which in this one, I don't know if you can see it on camera, but it is detailed with, I don't know if that's shading or it's just the gray that's on the rest of the model that they just transferred slightly over. It's very nice. I love that. And then the back of the neck is where the head pops, man. I love this thing to death. Moving on to the arms and chest, I gotta say, man, I don't know what they did. I don't know what technique they used, but however they did this shading, I love it, because it's an amber brown to not even a dark gray. It's pretty much light brown to dark brown, and I didn't notice that until now. And that is such a smart choice, and just going with black and gray, man, these guys know what they're doing. The extra detail we got on the back are the head supports. You can see them in the movie. I love that they added that little detail. And then they finally changed the color of the vents and added a ribbed vent instead of a, let's say, standard vent, which is normal on things that don't really need to move, let's say. Of course, they are articulated, just like the old ones. Wherever you move the joint that's pointing straight down is wherever direction the thrusters will go. Cool thing, just like the other Mechagodzilla that I love they did, is how the back plate draws your eyes down. And this time it's another simpler one that goes into the hips all the way to the bottom, then to the tip of the tail. Then with the massive thighs, it's pretty much the same thing as the old Kiryu. You got deployable thrusters. The amazing shading, as you can see, that is not a light effect, that is actual shading, and this is beautiful. This takes years to master, and I can't believe that they did it on this. It's stunning. I love how up top, the same thing as with the thighs as with the neck and every other part, it goes from light shading all the way to dark shading at the tail. Starting with the articulation at the head, it's just like the original one. If you want to move it or get all the articulation that you can, you know that's 3 joints, 1, 2, 3. I would say start at the head, tuck this metal part or this plastic piece into the next one, and on this one have it slide over, and then you just got to wiggle that one, then get all the way up, and then do the same thing. I would say start with the bottom joint. First review, I push down on this, that stressed me out. Then get there all the way down. You can do that, the activation pose from the first movie. And then rotation, you get, mine is a little tight, I'm trying not to hurt it. You can get that much to the left, that much to the right. As with the first one, you have to move it with this loose joint. Especially if you move it back, you shift it up a little bit, and then push back slowly until you get all the way back. And all the way forward, and you just gotta wiggle it out to get that much. Side to side is still pretty nice. Just watch out for the back. and then wiggle it to get as far as it can go, and then on the other side. Voila. Now for the arms, pretty simple. Just do a drill hand first. As you can see, there is a limit that it goes to, so it's not the worst. I mean, I still like it. Doesn't really bother me. And then, especially with the butterfly joint, say if you bring this down a little bit more, you get maybe a little bit more up. I don't think you can even see it, but they compensate for that with the double elbow. So you get one there, and then of course you get the up and down pivot joint. It's not swivel, just goes up and down. Then with the wrist, it is not a regular one. It just rotates. There's no peg in there that lets it move in and out, up and down. That's only on these arms. And then with the articulation also, that's where a paint chip, I dropped it. That's pretty much the biggest thing I was gonna tell you. Don't drop it. That was a thud, excuse that. Going up, you get a little bit more than the other arm. Not too much more, but enough. I would say almost level, almost. Then still get the double ball joint in there, excuse me. Then you get the single pivot joint. And then this one with mine, or both of mine actually, I pull it out and then I can move the arm in and out, up and down. I didn't do a closer view of the hands last time. They are very nice, very nice. Nice black detailing on the bottom, smooth palm, and they're not sharp, but they're pointy. So don't like slam anything onto there because you will damage the points. And then just be careful not to scratch it. But then on this hand, this is sharp. These are sharper than the tips, but the tip is, it's kind of dull. It's kind of dull, so don't worry too much about it. And then with the inner detailing, very nice, very nice. Delayeds, they are normal. Nothing really changed from the first edition. So again, this giant plastic piece determines where the leg goes. With this one, I don't know why the legs can move forward and back a lot more, like enough to where this pipe comes out. So I'm not gonna do that, but going forward and back to where I don't stress it too much, very nice. Of course, you got the thruster in there. It can go out a little itty bitty bit. I mean, with the ankle, it works, but other than that, not that much. And then the knee bend is just the Kiryu, which is nice. I don't want any more. I'm happy that they gave it. And then you got a little ankle joint. And then my guy's right foot is very loose. Like, this is why I have to use his tail to balance him a lot. And then my tail lights will pop out a lot, which is okay. I don't really pose him like I used to anymore, but this does get annoying, especially the slightest tap makes him fall forward or fall backward. With the tail, just like the other one or any other SH Monsterarts figure, every single joint that you see on here is articulated. You can get amazing poses, amazing stretches, amazing I love Kiryu for this. I mean, with the Shin Godzilla, you can do that, but because of the weight, I wouldn't really recommend it. So, it can still do the, it's very, very softly in there. So I'm just gonna take it out so I don't mess with it too much. You can still do the pose from the movie. It's amazing. And then side to side, you get that far in. And then same on the other side, going up, you get that far. It doesn't really come with much. I mean, one of the coolest things is that these little rocket pods can come off. They are articulated. It is a locking joint, which is very nice. Very nice indeed. Amazing shading as always. A seam line up top. Other than that, this thing is amazing. I love it. I mean, the connection is loose. I will say that. Connection is loose, so do know that if you tap this or if you shake it, it probably will come out. Then it comes with an amazing drill hand. Amazing shading from silver to gray, or dark gray I should say, then to the dark brown or amber brown. Then comes with the two arm cannons, which don't come with a blade. The kit does have the little arm pads, but I think I lost mine. My box is kind of ruined and open. I'll show that after this. But I never display them just standard, so it's fine. It's not the biggest deal to me. And these are rubber. They're not the plastic with a wire inside, so these are a lot better to manage. You know that if you stress them out over too much time, they will break. So try not to do that. Then one of the best parts is the head with the lost eye. I don't know if you can see that, but it does come with tiny itty bitty little detailed eye. Just a small one, which is amazing. Then open the mouth. This is hard. Got the mazers. Heck yeah. I love the teeth. I love it. For the box, it is very simple. SH Monsterarts-esque with a bunch of logos at the bottom. Tamashii Nations and bandana on the right. And a lot of text in the front. Basic Mechagodzilla. Same with the top, but just another picture on the right corner. On the left side, a black and white picture of Kiryu. The back is all the product info. Beautiful pictures as always. They know how to mold their kits, unlike some brands. And the bottom is just legalese. And that is exactly my problem. For comparison, here are the two Kiryu's nets to each other, and just simply amazing. From the bright silver to the dirty silver, definitely shows their age and what they've been through. The brand new model versus the it's seen a few things and they had to upgrade it because that is just amazing. I love both of these. They were both worth it, and if I could find a better one that was guaranteed to not have the problems that it has, then yes, I would gladly spend the extra $300 getting the Tokyo SOS version. So the three main problems I have are the shoulders, as even trying to put him on here, trying to put one on, but then the other one was just so loose that it kept on popping off, and then popped off the back of the neck, and I was just really annoyed. And then with the tail and the foot, you saw it pop off during this whole time. It popped off 3 times. That was annoying. But other than that, the normal thing that everyone's gonna probably have a problem with is the loose waist piece. Which, is it the biggest problem in the world? No. But does it become a problem if you want to avoid paint scraping? Yes. But honestly, it's whatever. It's whatever. So, out of 10, I'm sorry, but I have to give this guy a 7. It's just the little problems on my model that make him a nuisance to, I don't even want to say play with, just to pose. Other than that, if he didn't, I would say, just like the first one, I'll give him an easy 9 out of 10. Just because the knees and the hips get in the way, and then the back plate. That's really it. That's my only problem with both these Kiryus, but they're doing what they can, trying to get as accurate as possible, so I shouldn't bash them for it. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. Do the 2004 Godzilla next, and then maybe Shin Godzilla after that. But yeah, have a nice day. God bless. Happy building. Peace.